important matches have not always looked that great. So, fair enough. If they're going to win, if they're going to stop themselves from going 0-2, if they're going to have a good time on Overpass versus a specific team, Apeks should be the one. AMKAL looking for redemption on Overpass.
Should be.
Should be.
Should be.
Then there's STYKO.
Yes. Who has proven his value, shows up to the RMR in order to keep the spot, and delivers, right? And afterwards says, I did my job. My job was to get this team and organization back to the major. Lo and behold, STYKO comes back from a leave of absence in better individual form than we have seen from him in years.
Yeah.
And he has continued that form. And so AMKAL's T-side, the place that they improved earlier today, will have to be a proven entity again. Apeks do not play this map. AMKAL want to prove this community that they can. And if they can't, once more, it is 0-2.
Okay.
No more excuses. And the first one falls. jkaem taps away Forrester, Knock will catch Krad. Those are the two shining pieces of Apeks, and one of them hits the ground. Knock's gonna hang on to the A site, the connector flank's coming out. It's all on Travis, and he's the last to tumble. CTs kick it off with the pistol.
Yeah, no, well, good news is Apeks need to win a CT pistol and make sure they get a lot of CT rounds because this map is pretty CT biased. Bad news is one of the easiest T rounds you can win is the pistol, so you really hope and pray that you get that T round to start the game off, and Apeks don't get it, or AMKAL don't get it. A little bit more bad news, no plant, so no buy in the second round to stop things early, and that's also a little bit more bad news. Apeks know that too, so they know they don't have to overbuy, even if the other team is going to save. Oh. And now we'll just watch and sort of find out and see what these teams know about each other on the map right now. But yes, I mean, when Knock played on NIP, he was great on Overpass. That was a little while ago. But I know he likes the map. He's got some of his career best maps on Overpass that I definitely remember.
All right, that's a little freebie. jkaem walking the straight and narrow path out through bathrooms, and then senses MP9 connects a double. So pistols aren't going to do too much.
Yeah, and it was sort of an arranged marriage of having STYKO come back onto the team. So it worked out, yeah, but like we talked about with Ecstatic, you know, happy to be here might be Apeks' story, but they're also still good enough to take wins. In fact, I'd say this is the team that most people had as the loose sixth slot in the 3-1-3-2 category for who's going to go through. I think for good reason.
It felt like when you looked at the teams that you weren't certain with, you kind of threw Apeks a bone because this core, you know, these are players that made the Paris run. These are players that, even though their games aren't always convincing, very consistent in scraping through, right? Just getting by. But if you're the team that gets by the majority of the time, you're doing something right.
For sure.
You know, kind of in the same boat as Gamer Legion at moments.
And they took a big sale. I mean, no Kixen was a big part of the lineup, so that's something that you wouldn't expect a team could just simply recover from, but there have been a lot of stories like that coming into this major. Teams that have got their act together fast.
Ooh. jkaem gets found out trying to use that MP9. To go for the boost towards B site 2. Could find the defense in transition.
No HEs here. I don't know if he was spotted on the jump. I think he was actually.
Yeah, they're ready.
Oh, the counter nade.
Misses though.
But STYKO getting him back. He'll be happy about that. And the reposition comes out early. Sausanito here inside the bathrooms. Oh,
they stepped.
That was one. Yeah.
And then util thrown up, but missed shot on the player that had only minimal HP, and then he gets shot in the back. So Satsanito is going to be beating himself up for that. Could have been a great chance to at least bring it back to an even ground.
Knock pulls back, so the molly's going to come out to the back of default, you'd think. I mean, utility's coming in now, but a little delayed. They're not pushing up onto the site just yet. A lot rests on this one trade. They grab it. The bomb's going back to the B site. The reorganization works out, it looks like.
Heaven smoke.
Oh!
STYKO kill. That makes this one tempting, right? You've
It
got
does.
the kid on sense. You're out of utility, though.
Oof.
And they know that they have full connector control, no flank, etc. So yeah, Apeks get forced into the save this round. Oof, right? jkaem dying for free towards Fountain, that's one thing, but Tatsunito not getting a chance. I mean, he played it. He let the players pass on audio. He peeks into the guy throwing the grenade.
Everything was fine there.
Hit the shot.
But hit the shot, yeah. That's the part of the game that's, it never gets less important. You can learn all the other things, but you got to hit the shot. If you set yourself up for a good shot and miss it, doesn't matter how good of a player you are, that's all that mattered. So, yeah, that's basically 2 major mistakes. And then actually, it was a pretty sloppy entrance from AMKAL onto the A site with the one player coming out late after the flash onto long, and he has time to get that trade and can't do it, right? Or CT dying there as well makes this possible, so. Trades back from STYKO were nice.
STYKO, a player who bringing a new individual level, right, in terms of the firepower, is something that I would have never expected from STYKO, to be entirely honest.
And uploading high-quality YouTube videos at the same time.
What the hell? Imagine that. Players making content?
And making good content,
Good
not
content.
just like showing up. Yeah,
Unique content.
Yeah. He's on sort of like he's on the YouTube sort of like self-reflection challenger pipeline where you're sort of like doing, 30-day challenges. He's the kind of guy, I think he's probably experimented with cold therapy a little bit.
Sure.
Like, I think he's been really, that video with transparency, talking about his finances and lifestyle and everything like that. Like, he's, and we don't have that element really when it comes to like a CS YouTuber. So even just as a YouTuber, outside of being a pro player, is adding a lot of dimension to the profession. But yeah, it's pretty crazy to be able to like do that on top of practice and win, go to majors, go to, be able to contend for the elimination stage in the first CS2 major in a new game where you were famous in the old one. He's got a lot on his plate, but he's a hungry boy.
Damn right. Bringing a real professional shine to the Counter-Strike space. A welcome scene. So, guns in for Apeks. All right, the beauty of having those MP9s and Sense making all that money, easy rebuy. Does the AMKAL T-side struggles rear its ugly head again? Once upon a time, the bane of their existence. Icy holding off. And if you don't know AMKAL, you should know Icy. Hot prospect. Slow start.
Icy hot, great for backs. Just killed the mood right there.
jkaem slides out. It's got support from nawwk. This jkaem nawwk combo, this is exactly who you want playing frontside bathrooms for Apeks. He's not going to let NickelBack get by. Nice double kill from jkaem.
Wow.
Goes in with half damage on the next one. Missed op shot. Luckily, Sense is going to recover the kill towards site itself. You got 20 seconds on the clock and 2 softened targets for AMKAL to deal with. They weren't able to get past those bathroom defenders as easily as they have in previous rounds. And so there is the T-side struggle.
What's like the professional name for a bathroom defender? Like, obviously, custodian.
Custodian, yeah.
Sanitation engineer.
Come no, boys!
God.
Let's go.
Wow.
Let's go. Keep fucking going.
That was clean from jkaem. Bit let down from nawwk, who I guess they get his op back at the very least.
Yep.
But this is a setup who you want to compliment for your rifler being a star rifler into your op hitting the easy shot on the perfect setup. But that doesn't come down, of course.
And of course, if Icy gets that kill and the long player best Sense, then that A-site's prime for the taking. Bomb plant, second guy in bathrooms, holds off Con, and they're in a great spot.
Yeah, you never know when, an easy shot is going to cost you, like, for sure. So. And I feel like there isn't this feeling that, we even deliver on broadcast that when people die, it's like $5,000 every death. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because there's so many deaths, you can't get excited about that every single time. But the reality is for the players who are in the rounds, $5,000 every single death. That can be like 2 rounds of saving. That can be a drop. That can really like do a lot of damage to your economy. So even the easy frags, winning rounds dominantly can be just as important as winning rounds, period.
MR12, 1 buy round makes a world of difference.
Exactly. It just amplifies and highlights that difference as we enter a game where you have less buy rounds, which an actual upside to that is people paying more close attention to them and there being critical moments that matter more than others. That's actually a cool thing.
Yes, sir.
But it does also mean being more careful and being more sharp.
Well, straight to the point. Tip of the spear. We go, oh, miss jump. Get up. Made sound, right? So of course the nade comes out, but you've got the connector support, and they go for the boost. I mean, you should have been ready for that. You should have been making a ton of sound to prepare that boost. Actually, CT is standing in the open.
Well, I don't think they could have been louder, actually.
And yet, here's Apeks presenting them a gift, and suddenly, reality check, your A site's about to crumble unless jkaem goes massive, which he can, and he does so with 2 health left over. All he's got to hang on for dear life. Then they get the kill down towards B, and jkaem's gun goes dry. Krad barely standing. Satsanito, USP spam. I mean, come on.
He heard about his HP running out there like it was Black Friday, looking for the deal.
Okay. Icy gets off site, though. This is a clutchable round.
Very. And op in place, I mean, this is what you're, every day you practice for moments like this. 1v2, op, inside of bathrooms.
Standard.
Make it happen.
You've been here 1,000 times, and all you got to do is run it back now when it most certainly matters. Smoke's going to go onto the bomb, spam out close bathrooms, and Sense bags him. Apeks 3v5.
That was good. With the way they used the smoke, jump spotting to be sure, knowing that it's icy. So that, it was 3v5. And you said, unless jkaem, and it's like, this guy is so good.
Yep.
Can I just say, for his age, he's like one of those players who's now he's getting up there and yet still is a star player.
Satsanito with the USP gift. Come on.
I just got to make sure that jkaem is as old as I think he is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I've been watching him. He's 30 now. Yeah, he's 30. I mean, he's definitely in the higher end of star players, right?
Yeah, he's up there.
We're getting into Roy territory.
One of us. Ooh. Reality check for AMKAL. They have in the past struggled on this T side. 5 rounds into this one, and you lose a 5v3. After being given a real opportunity that should have never materialized, making all that sound on the boost.
Oh, that too, yeah.
How do you pull off that kill after getting into it like that? Banging on their pots and pans, and they still get the 5v3, only then to lose it. Easy pickup here for jkaem towards long.
Small thing, but massive thing right there. Great round, great move out of jkaem with how he approached that crouch slide, basically on the second jump spot, knowing the utility was about to come out.
Bad smoke.
Called him out completely.
Satsanito tried to put that down monster. Instead, STYKO has to play behind it.
They keep going for this boost.
And then they kill him.
And it has paid off a couple of times, so looking for the in-between opportunity.
This time the defenders keeping their heads tucked. But Sense walks right into it, blindsided. Hit like a truck.
Oh, good dodge, actually.
STYKO here to pick up the slack, gets traded out by Forrester, and suddenly AMKAL in a round that only had 1 AK have managed to get into the bomb site. We've got jkaem out from heaven with the double, and the Opper has to close it. Knock slams the door shut. Whew. AMKAL should not have gotten that close.
But jkaem again.
Yes, sir.
Another 2K, this time as the rotator. Thoroughbred star, straight up. What the hell? Nice flash dodge from STYKO on the hold. At some point, you think Apeks are going to stop being surprised by the fact that AMKAL have been boosting on top of short. Yes, they're finding new opportunities to do it, but... And then also, Knock, very tense situation for him. Even though, like, that 2K comes down, he's going up against a pistol. He wishes he had a rifle in that spot, and he could just tuck, so... Very easily could have died, didn't happen. 5-1 for Apeks.
And that is a missed smoke by Tatsunito, right? The one that pops in front of STYKO on their side of Monster. That was a CT smoke that bounced off the wood wall.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I'm like, is this some 3D chess we're playing? Putting Steak, like, take away all his angles and then die on barrels? But,
yeah.
okay.
If it isn't, we're going to get a YouTube video about it later. I know that, so.
I mean, that's not one of the more difficult smokes. So, careful now, gentlemen. That B site looking a little sketchy. Luckily, jkaem got them broad shoulders. Doing some heavy lifting 6 rounds into this game. Up 9-5. Sense 8-1. Very hot start for a player who statistically does struggle within this mix. Coming from...
Good time to have a good day.
Yeah, hell of a time. Ooh, Icy wins the op duel. That's a big prize to drop knock like that. And the rifles in response are going to try to press out forward. You know, we talk about the success of Apeks. This is Sense's first major.
How much do they push right here?
All the way. All the way into Travis, perhaps. Got one outside bathrooms. jkaem, ton of damage.
They both die.
Yep, full loss of the bathrooms control. Tatsunito at bat. The Molotov for the default plant.
Oh.
NickelBack.
Is the molly good?
Burning down to 44. He comes off, so no bomb plant yet. He'll go back at it once it burns out. And all is good here for AMKAL. So they do puncture through with the double player bathroom setup. Apeks get nothing for it.
Yeah, they used the leverage of Icy winning his duel versus the other op, and that was where it all went down. Like, they immediately ran up onto the site. The CTs made an adjustment, but it was definitely a compromised setup, and very good from AMKAL to find both trades on the inside and outside of bathrooms simultaneously. There were kills there that clearly, as we see from the HP, could have gone the way of Apeks. So a much needed round here for AMKAL. Tatsunito's the only other Macedonian that well, I mean, in the tier 1, I guess you could say, definitely is the only other one besides Kixan.
The others would be Kixan's old team, right? I believe like the Blue Jays guys.
I'm not sure. Yeah, was it the Blue Jays team? Yeah, it was one of his rosters, obviously, that he played with before was fully Macedonian. But did they ever play together?
Tatsunito and Kixan?
Yeah.
Yeah, both on Apeks.
Oh, right, they were on Apeks at the same time, right?
He brought him in before he left.
True. So,
you know, feed your friends.
Feed your friends. One hand washes the other.
There you go. Yeah, we should really pick this guy up. Signs that contract and
he's from Macedonia? Oh, wow, what a coincidence.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Yeah.
We're actually all good.
Wait, Bleed's new players from the same country as Kassad? No way!
Yeah, Nico's coming.
We got one M4 here. Speaking of Tatsunito, let's see what he's got in store for us. Pack of players coming his way. Guns empty, USP's out. They give him a little jiggle. Nice coverage out of Icy.
Okay. Top of the rock.
Yeah, not every day you see somebody standing behind the tree on the top of the rock.
Yeah, it's New York, baby.
Icy on the rocks. Now Apeks just crossing their fingers. Come and plant on A. Try it.
Oh my god, they're gonna forget about him, aren't they?
jkaem's got that deagle, dude.
This setup.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, don't miss that shot.
Missed.
Oh my god, they missed again.
Off shot, Deagle's gone down. Then the USP comes out. He's trying to stretch forward as his teammates get dropped.
You guys got nervous. We weren't even worried about it.
Sketchy. But they get through. I feel like I just laugh like Krusty the Clown, and I've never like. No. Fun stuff. You know, as much as I love quality Counter-Strike, it is also fun to watch them panic.
Who doesn't like a circus?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But they get through with the round win. And that's always difficult T-side. starting to pump out a few round wins. AMKAL up to 3, but Apeks back in with a buy and back in with an opening kill. jkaem is the man, and as he chases you down connector, Travis gets away with the trade frag. Forster loses half the health to sight, and they're going to go for the boost back, right? We've seen the tease.
This is good timing where it would be a sort of a dangerous time to try this, but no one actually runs in just now. But no reason not to hold up here. Yeah, there's a chance.
Nice.
Travis looked up. I mean, he was definitely ready for something, but wasn't pinpoint accurate.
Even if it is a little risky, I'd rather see them take the initiative than just sit in sight and get caught blindsided by another T-side boost.
It's about time they answered back against those short plays.
But no monster control, as we've seen from them before. Still, Sense up in heaven with the FAMAS. Nice burst out, catching the headshot to Forrester. We get Icy, but snap out of Tatsunito, and this one gets stuffed. 4 alive from Apeks to keep AMKAL stalled on 3.
That's pretty huge. Yeah, they're looking for that potential of 9, especially when they started 5-1. They opened the door a little bit here to AMKAL. And AMKAL are reaching a quota, however. I mean, 3 rounds is solid. It's not like the most beautiful T side we've ever seen, but they're just looking for sheer quantity so they can get it onto CT. But as we've seen before, they have problems. CT's not free.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It feels like nothing is guaranteed for AMKAL. Today is the day.
No, there's something guaranteed. Overpass. We're getting
fair.
that.
Yeah, that's fair. For better or for worse. I wonder what other maps they like.
I don't know.
Yeah. Nothing as much as Overpass.
No. Look, that's pure love right there. I wonder if they just like go home and they're like, yo, we're Overpass gods. Everyone fears us on Overpass.
Such a love-hate relationship, right? I swear she loves me back.
Yeah.
Overpass is a cruel mistress.
Yeah, it's tough.
And on the day they improve their T side, suddenly a CT sided struggle. So nothing is guaranteed from AMKAL beyond the map choice.
Oh, the early round boost, I think I like that as well. Again, there's been so much presence here from AMKAL coming towards short. But of course, this is a mixed buy.
And a mixed setup.
Slightly mixed. I mean,
from Apeks, right? We've seen jkaem usually towards connector in the bathrooms. Now he's behind the tree with op support.
Oh, they missed the run boost. I don't think this would be heard.
Again. Oh, he waits for the peek, and then jkaem leaves a little to be desired. Tries to go back as he felt stuck in versus Krad, who's firing off a deagle.
Okay.
But hey, you come out better for it, right?
Sorry, this is not an eco of any sort. Like, they have the deagle, but it's the investment completely. The op 4 guns outside of that. So, the AMKAL actually putting a lot into this.
They hear the squeaky swing. Krad trying his hand at the big green. And the round greens go deep, where, again, this is another round where Apeks have kind of leaned back from that forward monster barrel setup.
What, are you kidding me? They never molly this guy.
Again. But the metal roof edge saves STYKO.
How do you let this happen over and over again? Yeah. Seriously. Sense, he's going to use his sense of hearing right now, because they're just me barrel footing it across bathrooms. This should be an easy play for him as they run right by. My God, what the hell?
Back's turned, caution to the wind. He's worried about somebody else, but everybody is here in Banana. And Sense draws him back into him, picking up 2 of the 3 as his teammates swarm sight and close it. Apeks, a comfortable 7th.
Wonder what gave them the tip-off to believe they could just run up to the inside of bathrooms like that. There wasn't much pressure over there. Not unlikely to see a rifler in position. But hey, why not? And this is Knock. I mean, you better believe Team T saw the guy who was going over top of the scope. He just understands what the peak is going to look like beyond that. And he's got a perfect teammate in position to defend.
I mean, you see that run boost knowing jkaem's on tree.
That's trust.
That's the one time you can be fully confident that you shouldn't even bother going for the flick, right? jkaem's 100% going to take that fight for you.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the first round we see that setup, and it's perfectly timed for the AMKAL run boost, and it nets them man advantage, which they hold on to. STYKO, though, lucky he doesn't get run over.
Yeah.
That boost should have had him dead to rights. Fortunately for AMKAL, back onto the pistols. Ooh, nice wallbang damage there. Gonna give him props again. Huge half from Sense. Picking up slack within A when one of the two original defenders in jkaem or Knock goes down. Hell of a time for an overperformance. But still enough time to give AMKAL more to work with. Knock. They are close. Down goes jkaem.
Oh my
Beautiful
God.
double deagle.
Yeah, right. The entire A site
Oh,
setup.
yes.
This is a round with that kill. There's a Nop on the back of Dice they can go and pick up. Icy with the perfect upgrade.
Slams them. Satsunito on the dumpster, burning all the while. Still manages to get Forrester off the play. And then they hold off to the bank control. Krad's gonna slam the deagle shot out from bathrooms, and this one's all about the deeg.
Jesus.
Cue it up. Give us that icy POV because those had to have been nasty.
And he was holding the exact same angle for 2 kills, right?
Yep.
Left side Dice. I mean, if one of those was a flick, I don't even know what to say.
But of all the rounds, man, we haven't seen Apeks feel so reserved in their A defense. There's nobody long. There's nobody bathrooms. They are inside sight. And what happens when you play inside sight and you let pistols get too close? Couple deegs is all you need to win a round off the back of it.
Thing is, he wasn't even that close. That was pretty insane. True. Yeah, he was. I think he was still divider, right?
Yeah.
That was crazy. So.
Oh yeah.
You can't plan for losing 2 players back to back versus a deagle like this. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Sit down.
Yeah. That indeed. So AMKAL get a very important 4th on an eco round. I know Apex's heart sunk when that happened. Those 2 deagle kills knows you're almost too late because they're immediately going to run up another site, no questions asked.
They waste no time.
And now look at Apex's money as they try to get 8th.
Yep.
They were in a position to make this a 9-3. Now they're unlikely to even get 8.
A moment of glory for Icy. One that could have real ramifications. But again, questions around what happens in the second half. We can't take anything for granted any longer with AMKAL on this map. This time jkaem will extend a little further off the bomb site, but now as he starts to back up, that's right when that 1T is about to walk in his direction. Rumblings of the presence towards long with the flashbangs, that should draw the attention of someone, whether it's the op of Knock, that's the question. STYKO gonna stay pressed close along the sign, allows Knock to take the angle outer bathrooms. jkaem goes down with the 1. Now Knock is sitting on very low HP, and you've got STYKO kind of pinned into the bomb site with a 5-7 trying to support him from the Dice. This is a nicely stacked site, but it's lesser weapons for Apeks. Knock is trying to pick up slack. 2 go down. Do they forget about STYKO? The offer's right there. Free kill for him. But it's all him. Only him. And 2 left. So as he goes peeking back, he's got 1 pinned against the flower pot, and they're going to take that as a chance to evacuate.
Yeah, they're going to hear him running at the same time. He's actually quite quick in this position, so
he's here before them.
Op in hand, hits the shot, and now 15 seconds. STYKO, he can make a clip on a gun that he uses in his spare time. 3 health, no plant, red on the clock. As the plant goes down, STYKO, an op in the 1v2.
He's got him. Scope in, pin him against the wall. STYKO, oh, he does it on his own. His job's to get them to the major, and he performs once he hits the road.
Yeah, and now he's looking to get them all the way to the elimination stage. This is insane, a rare sight here. STYKO on the op clutch.
Set up wonderfully by these players on the bomb site, right? Let him sit in his corner.
Yeah.
Let him do his work.
That shot is nuts, actually. Woo!
And the timing, right? Just pedal at the perfect point of throttle.
Yeah.
Didn't go wide swinging, didn't make any sound, puts it where it has to be at the right moment.
Rushing that situation as AMKAL was just not, like, obviously a terrible idea because STYKO's alone on the A site. He's going to make the fast rotation downstairs. That much could be expected. They could try to game him and then get him to run away while they listened and then come back to the A site, but that's always dangerous because you could be getting gamed yourself, right? But what they needed to make sure was that they had a way to instantly trade the player who is in heaven, and STYKO in that spot can't jump into the site and commit fully to defending, so they can take their time a bit to try to set up. And instead, they tested his gangster, and he passed.
Dude. Just pulls up in the John Deere. He was 3 and 5 before that moment. 3 and 5 is your CT side. That's what you bring to the table, and then bada boom. All right, AMKAL. CT side is where they thrived until today. Recent woes that must be solved, and must also be a reason that Apeks let this map come through. They saw what we all saw. Questions around whether Sense can continue the form that he's been able to put out. jkaem undoubtedly ready to rock and roll. We get nothing here from AMKAL. No thread to pull on. Apeks can slow clear all the way to that bomb site before they make any kind of contact. CTs do not want to give a kill away.
45 seconds. Krad slides. He hears a lot of footsteps.
And now he's ready, pinned in. They're gonna clear him.
Uh-oh.
It's a little labored, but they get there. Good recovery from Forster. He gets blinded. Here's Icy, ready to rock. STYKO hits the ground. Missed shots beyond that one. No fast connector flank, but it is eventually going to come in. They're cautious of it, planting on the truck instead. Tatsunito making sound on this push. Very well aware of what he's up to.
Full bank.
Hits the gush. Now those dual Berettas on the flank, NickelBack is gonna have to go above and beyond. Tatsunito, blood in the water, goes chasing into what he wanted. Taking that fight was to give AMKAL man advantage on a retake, but with confidence, they take away the control. No retake even afforded to AMKAL,
Oh, wow.
and Apeks take T-side pistol.
Yeah, they're about to complete this tapestry now after showing that they can game on this map. They have, again, no wins to speak of here on Overpass, but yeah, you can see the nervousness now here. This can be sort of embarrassing for AMKAL to, you know, play and potentially lose Overpass 2 times. But that's a great pistol. I mean, I love the truck plant into pushing to bank control. Of course, Sassani, if it gets too aggressive there, the round's actually not over. They can pull the retake off, but he does what he needs. He gets his kills.
Yep.
So Apeks, 9 rounds.
Hey, plays it with confidence, gets rewarded for it.
Yeah,
Right.
It's part of the game.
Tatsunito not one to be easily deterred. Apeks with their foot on their throats. AMKAL fast rotation though, right? This started as a B-site stack, and now we're talking 3 players up on long bathrooms. jkaem takes one to the head, but Tatsunito's here to help him out. They want to back up, right? Where there's one, there's probably more. There's a Zeus in play on Forrester, but at this distance, USP. Sense confirming what they thought. An abundance of AMKAL players out here towards long.
Yeah, they run
Easy
from
to avoid it. Down to B they'll go and walk away with double digits.
There's no power numbers downstairs. Like, they've already confirmed 3 uppers, so there it is. Rest of the players potentially getting melted. 007 in the bathrooms, shooting silently. And around that, it comes to the conclusion with Apeks on 10. AMKAL can still, listen, AMKAL, they can be nervous, they could be upset about how that half went. But there's one thing that Overpass gives you. It is CT rifle round opportunities. If you can win 2 rounds in a row on CT Overpass, get the op and all the nades you need, you can snowball from there and never lose a round ever again. If you're that good, you can do it. They got to believe in that because this map is all about momentum on CT side. So, unfortunately, no op in place, but they didn't earn the right to be able to have one. They have to win this first round. They get a second, they'll get a chance to op. This is their opportunity. AMKAL, get it together.
That's just the sad reality of STYKO getting that clutch. If he doesn't and AMKAL close the round, then it's 2 gun rounds guaranteed. No need to immediately force right back if they lose this one. Instead, they'll get this without op, without kit, and low grenades. But a chance here for Krad.
Uh-oh, spotted.
Players pass.
Oh, man.
Make a glimpse at one another, then a jump around. He's got support, good trades. Icy right there ready for the gunfight.
They know the A site's open. They know it, yeah. They've got the 2 bathrooms players going on. It's just scary here for the CT side. Sense, what can he do?
Gets onto the truck, a little bit more cover to play. They've got that player locked into bathrooms, right? The third member of Apeks is going to squeeze it, but Icy turns over towards the long peak and just clips Tatsunito's wings. STYKO's concerned about connector. This round is about to get real stringy because those CTs were so ready to come up to that A site, they've left B open for a moment.
Yeah, Icy still hurt. Oh my gosh,
huge.
STYKO.
But at the same instant, we get that forced response back on A play.
I think this is the move. Well, okay, we got Travis already back on the B site. STYKO walking it downstairs, 35 seconds, and hoping that there was a push, it looks like, but he won't find one. Time is not necessarily on his side in this spot.
Right now he's got an isolated duel down on B. If he wants to walk this out, Monster.
I mean, is he going to walk clear barrels with this time, though?
He's going to do it. He's going to take a chance at this, and if he kills the barrels player, he is on for the bomb plant. These other CTs can't save you. This is Travis or it is STYKO, and Travis just missed the timing on the peak.
He's not even going to go for it. Oh my God.
Wanted a fight, took a chance. Hey,
he didn't have enough time to potentially deal with two players here. In heaven on the B site. He needed to go faster up short if he wanted to.
But I like that, kind of 1 foot in the water. If you know that one peek out from the barrels player when he goes to the monster clear, if STYKO happens to be on it, that's a duel. You win that duel, you've got the plant.
Why would you hold monster?
But I mean, he took the peek. Barrels peeked it.
Yeah, but
I'd say STYKO's ready.
I guess.
You know?
I don't know.
Come on now. Didn't force the issue. But he was close enough to make something happen.
He was very nice about it. He was very nice about it, that's for sure.
Magic at his fingertips.
They don't know how close he was.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. They don't even know how scared they should have been.
He's keeping his teammates excited, getting their hopes up. He'll wait for his next chance to strike. Quality, not quantity. And Icy, oof, right now, man, operating on his own, but good timing.
Oh, yeah.
Still, though, on his own. Flash comes over. NickelBack sends him some support, and it pays off for man advantage. You said it. Get the gun round in the bag and snowball from there.
And you buy the op, right? You buy the op. You buy yourself the op by winning the round. Such a great use of Icy so far. He's clearly done the most for this roster these last couple inside of bathrooms. So it'll be an incredibly difficult round to search back here for Apeks. That smoke's on purpose. Ask Nafly, he says all the smokes are on purpose. That pros throw.
That's 2. We're on Fraud Watch. 2 Tatsunito missed smokes.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Don't throw it all away. It's just a missed smoke. Imagine giving up completely. All right. A lot of walking. Yeah. NickelBack, same position. This time Shadow works out for him.
Little delivery and a clean second kill. Now we're talking 4 players alive. This has got the rumblings of a CT side comeback.
It does. Pure momentum. That's all you need.
And STYKO's in a bomb site he's not supposed to be again.
He's got creative ways to save. We'll give him that.
STYKO out here playing like snacks.
I remember a snacks round on Overpass. I see he's that guy right now.
Yes, sir. I mean, in a play where,
look at this, man.
You know, no trade potential, at least the support from NickelBack. Great flashbang,
yeah.
But no trade potential. He had to bring 1 with him. The fact he gets the 2, excellence.
It's a longer road for Apeks, but it's a scarier one. Or sorry, longer road for AMKAL, but scarier for Apeks here. 3 T-side rounds is what they're looking for. Icy up front again.
Krad's here to help. Pistol, perfectly timed from Icy to shave the support off. jkaem goes down. There's the rifle. Everything Icy needs to make this one smooth. Ooh. Oh, just skating through round 17. What? On for the ace. Line him up, knock him down. All too easy anti-eco.
2 mags on the primary and the secondary. Not even a thought of reloading right there. That's I don't even know how he had the gall to stay around.
Smooth as ice.
I guess when you know you're not going to miss, it's easy to make that decision. Well, that is just amazing.
Come get it. Serves it hot. And keeps AMKAL within touching distance.
Oh my god, another miss smoke.
They've played this map twice. Remember that, Apeks.
Yeah, but they also didn't ban it. Remember that.
Sure. You're gonna be starting to miss nades. Will get punished for it. Boost out of Forrester, looking for the contact. Just missed the timing.
Yeah. I think that is where the money's at, though. Those timings on those boosts when players are not exactly standing in the right position to clear angles.
Either way.
And AMKAL, there's one thing you've got going for you. You've tried it more, right? You've got more experience. All right, so it looks like they're going to trim the fat, make this a more simplistic execute. Yes, STYKO.
NickelBack just hears Squeaky, puts a few shots through. Now you've got STYKO wounded. You've got Forrester in with the opening. Knock hot on the trade. Oh, double kill. Monster player's gonna stuff it. Knock in with a triple.
Oh my god.
Zatsunito's got icy. And there it is, a pack of players and a flurry into the B bomb site. The numbers were in position here for AMKAL, but it is Knock who shoots sharp. And as Krad gets ever closer, he's managed to get behind them. Hold on, Zatsunito back turn.
Wait, could he just... No.
He's going to take the kill. Yeah. He's going to try to find the others. There was just wallbang shots coming out of STYKO. He's going to chase this one down. Bomb is ticking fast, and Krad is going to go back at this with a smoke and with a kit. And Knock, he has to stop him, but Krad comes in big and steals it from them. Their cold, dead, clammy hands grasping on for nothing.
And without that 1v3, maybe there's no chance in hell. Apeks will have to stew in that. Oh my god. How did he figure that out?
He slips beyond the defense. He gets through Zatsunito. STYKO with the wallbang thinking, I've got all this room to work with, but then he gets chased down.
That was just a perfect sequence of events. What can you say? If he had... There was no value in letting that kill take any longer. Just take it right there. He's got the lead off onto Short. Short's going to be not ready for someone moved up that close. And Knock, the 3K entry. That's all that they get out of it. You know, this is a round where I think the call from Apeks is a great idea. Instead of fanning the map and playing a full default on, you know, just something on a map that just feels enormous for a team that clearly is missing a couple of grenades here and there, maybe not ready for playing the T side, to keep it simple and get short and long control on Monster and go for an exec before a minute, you know? That does make sense. And then to get the entries to reinforce that you had the right idea, and then to suffer the 1v3 after you've already shown your game plan. Well, where do Apeks go from here?
Forrester wants a piece of the action. Whoa, they're so lined up, but they're also ready for the peak. Oh man, and as he tries to climb up the fences, then that's when they come out. 5v4 here for Apeks. You just got that B-site multi-kill. Do you press the luck?
They messed that up, man. They needed to flash in front of that molly so he could swing. And
miss smoke again.
Oh my god, not the heaven smoke.
Again.
Not the heaven smoke, boys.
It's the same one he whiffed before. If it's Zatsunito's, who doesn't have a smoke at the moment. There are glaringly obvious weak points from this Apeks T side on the most difficult T side in the pool versus a team who, despite their struggles, loves a little overpass.
They might be walking away because this was calmed. Honestly, if you can't throw the nades, give them to somebody who can. That's always the best solution, honestly.
They come back at it, though.
They do. Double monster setup here, ready for this play.
Yep, they made sure no fountain push.
Oh, spotted. Jump across.
Lineup's good. Spray's great. NickelBack's got support. Travis with the trade. And the only one in with anything ends up being Knock. jkaem, your bomb is on the ground. Your teammates are dead, and you joined them. One round the difference.
Oh my god. The comeback is happening. And again, the 1v3, man. The 1v3. And now that they've stuck the landing, they got the follow-up round. The money is actually in ruins here. How are they going to sustain past this? You don't see 1v3s like that anymore. You just don't. And for it to come at a time like this,
Again, deep vision. Forrester not going to shy away from these fights. AMKAL starting to boil here. And Apeks starting to choke. They've got the utility for an exec, whether they can hit it or not. And Krad is just breathing down their necks with that utility usage out of connector. How stranded do you feel? Okay, cool, we've got outside B. You got no con control. Again, no vision deep on Fountain. Apeks probably feeling like they have the thinnest sliver of map control. The brutal reality of an Overpass T-side starting to sink into Apeks. Nocwwk has given you one moment, one glorious triple entry. The best case you had, you lose that 1v3.
Late monster smoke comes out. No one inside of the bathrooms. And the CTs are shuffling around. They might not be aware of how close STYKO could be. Is there a mistake inbound? We know that we've got one on the signpost. STYKO holding this as he sees the fallback. But again, no CTs close up.
Yeah, gonna cause a little panic, but the bomb is inbound. This is looking like the A commitment with 20 seconds to go.
It is. Rotations coming up now for the CTs.
Krad happy to play behind Van. He's got the support of NickelBack. Everybody's inside of the bomb site. AMKAL have rotated appropriately. The first kill goes out the way of Apeks. Now it's out into the pistol.
What?
NickelBack, a beauty of a three-piece. And Forrester slays the last one. AMKAL in the right place at the right time and holding the line to tie this game at 10.
Yeah, the execute almost comes out at the moment that they needed it to, with enough time to spare, but instead, we've got a great 3K, and X Factor, at least for AMKAL, is something that's been going their way over and over again. 1v3s, Icy's 2Ks as an A player, matching what jkaem output in the first half. And just as mentioned, CT side, you believe in it, you get the comeback going, and your advantages are basically all there in front of you. When you have a lot of money and you have everything down to the Molotov and the op on CT side, that's when this map gets very CT-sided. It's not when you're broke. It's not when you're winning one round and losing the next. So AMKAL keeping the streak alive on what felt like their last chance.
Great move from NickelBack, just sliding in. The pistol whip. I mean, Nox pre-firing the corner with the Galil. You see him sliding through, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you just tap him between the eyes.
But you actually can hold angles these days. And shadows are a massive advantage. So the positioning wins them that one. The early rotation wins them that one.
Oh man, Icy on an aisle. Ooh.
Unheard?
Excellent. Clips
Oh
jkaem.
my.
Misses the track on Sense. That's a big opening back.
He was very blind. Listen, they're always in jeopardy. It's 10-10. You can make 10 right moves in a row. You make that 11th mistake and the entire thing becomes unraveled. AMKAL have to stay focused. They go 1 for 1 on best players.
Krad takes a little peek, but also doesn't want to be the player that lets this all fall apart, and yet here he comes back for second servings. Oh man, is he going through? No. Him and Sense in a battle of blind timings. Neither one with support. Krad comes out. Oh, loses that.
Krad, you've got to get that. That was set up beautifully for him.
Travis is alone down on B, and because of that death, we already see the second CT from B starting to move up. NickelBack's looking to reclaim territory. Monster push is coming out. A second player confirmed, and a third right behind him. STYKO's got the entry, but Forrester still holds on. 3 players coming at him from all fronts, and he goes down with nothing. NickelBack has to recover. Finally, Apeks looking for a second response. And as the wallbang comes out, the molly will burn. There is time for this. A peek out from Nocwwk will seal the deal. And Apeks, finally a taste of T-side victory since that streak off the pistol.
And it's actually not too late. It is actually not too late. That is the scariest part of the situation for AMKAL. They worked so hard. They put together not only some good individual efforts on the CT side, but some good team play to make a comeback possible, to get all the way to a tied scoreline, which seemed impossible at some point, all deep into the second half.
Yeah.
And now they still don't have a lead.
Krad knows. Outside bathrooms.
Yeah, he knew. I think he heard something because he knew Sense was there. He asked for a flash. It was called very quickly. He jumped into the fight. He had 3 seconds to win it. It was Sense who was worried about it. But it's a nervous situation. I completely understand. This is this is where mistakes happen.
And Apeks no stranger to that.
Yeah. So let's see if the grind. See if the grind mattered all the way back to 10. AMKAL. They're definitely not looking too rich. 1 round could be 2 for AMKAL.
Krad floating outside of the bathrooms. Saw that. What's he gonna do about it?
Oh my God, he doesn't want to make a mistake right now, but there can be some irony to that sometimes.
Right?
You just got to make the right play and hope it works.
Trip over your own 2 feet if you're too concerned about the details.
I see he's not one who's been nervous here in the second half.
No stranger to pressure.
How much weight can he bear, though? How much weight can he bear? Top bathroom's a great place to bleed with his teammate inside. That's why Krad moved back. He's got to hit this.
Nice. Another one comes. Jiggles on the corner. Icy posts the double. He is getting surrounded. We already saw the ace when they didn't have the guns. Burnt. Knock doesn't go at it. Corner and the shadow advantage. STYKO somehow alive, but won't be given the chance to fall back. NickelBack's got support now. Out from the dumpster comes Forrester. The Molotov on long will cool off what is left here of Apeks. And that has allowed the reroute from Forrester back over towards the bank. He's looking at the ground. They're about to round the corner. He has been in this spot, and he will get plucked off the play. Great trade from Forrester, and you have pushed Knock into the clutch. Second CT is not close enough to stop this.
10 seconds. He's getting off it.
He's going to peek, and a missed shot. Now time limited. Down he goes. Tied this game again.
Yeah, let's go. All the way to the very end. It couldn't have ended any other way. With the amount of effort put into this comeback, the clutch is denied. Apeks have a bit more stress on their shoulders. If they had won this round, this game could have been over in the next.
Big one from Icy.
Yes, again, they needed him. And that's why Krad rerouted to stick around inside the bottom of bathrooms, because if he didn't hold there, Icy had to watch 2 angles. He would have been screwed over.
And honestly, Knock thrives in those moments.
Yeah, he does. He is definitely someone who will expect to see clutches from.
The way he plays it, you can see it.
Yeah.
He's got the potential, he's got that sense, he's got that swagger in his step, but a missed shot in that moment, it's exactly what costs him.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's what could cost Apeks what looked like a comfortable win.
Okay, so, well, this is, I mean, the bloodiest battle possible, because if Apeks had won the last round, AMKAL would just be broken, then this would be almost hopeless. But now that AMKAL have won that round back, well, they still are not rich, and neither are Apeks. So we've got a very scrappy head-to-head here in round 23.
Man, Krad goes deep.
Oh, what a risk. What a great risk to take in a situation like this. You got a weak gun, you've got some early map control now, it takes some pressure off the utility, but the exec is coming to the other side of the map, and that flank has to come in.
And at the start of these T-sides, we didn't see these flanks. The Ts would go back to clear it, but now they've gotten through, and the first player, Sense, eventually gets dropped. NickelBack dives back onto the short side, chased out by Tatsunito, looking for his revenge. Forrester trying to hold it, only 1 to his name, but that flank is fast, and the AWPer is sharp, and Icy's impact will be felt as his frag grenade cuts Knock down by half. Krad wastes no time, and Tatsunito looking to do it all. As he chases down the AWPer, he will fall, and AMKAL lock in 12.
Basically an impossible position there after he had made some footsteps, and Icy holds his nerve. Very nicely done. Perfect risk to take as a team. Again, with that MP9 early towards A. The call is that Apeks, when they needed rounds, they decided to cut these rounds in half, go for short control, get monster control, and exec into B. They got the exact call right. A perfect read from AMKAL. Perfect staging on the round. Perfect use of the close range gun to be a factor in closing this out. And if not for that flank, they would have lost.
3-4 rounds at the start of this T side when Apeks gets stuffed on the B approach. They go back, make sure there's nobody playground, make sure there's nobody con, and there never ever was. And this time, quick reality check, a perfectly timed flank to secure that 12th, to maybe lift the curse of AMKAL's Overpass. This was Apeks with a T-side pistol, the conversion, and then a brick wall from AMKAL's defense. A one-off anomaly when they hit that B site. And now a whole pack of players coming at Icy, who has been phenomenal, who will continue to leave his mark. No third, as Tatsunito starts to come into his form late within this map. NickelBack's into the site. He has had so much impact from this corner, but does that mean it's going to be predictable?
This is a bad smoke for him. He can get spammed.
Forrester trying to support it.
He's hoping they don't cross. No one's coming up from bank.
They are so all in on Dumpster. A creep from Sense.
Oh my god.
The sharpest piece of this Apeks Overpass. STYKO hits his headshot, and it's gonna fall onto Travis. A long, slow road down from that B site up into A.
And they're playing it slow. They're scared. This bomb could be coming up onto the site, but now there's a chance that one player dies when they go and get info. There's a push in a bank. There's that frag.
Nice trade.
Oh.
Apeks push it the distance.
Let's go overpass to overtime, baby.
Icy, time and time again, posting multi-frags on that A defense.
Consistently, very consistently. I think he's gotten a fair bit of credit recently, and for good reason.
Beautiful second kill from Tatsunito. 3v5 again from Apeks.
You know, if he's the one that loves Overpass, then I get it, because he has definitely been very consistent with his output. But this is a nightmare situation, I think, for AMKAL, who had a perfect spot to just end it. A map that was incredibly arduous. That was not quite as simple as probably thinking, oh, well, Apeks, they don't even really play it. We definitely should beat them, to now, like, we barely can win. Now full reset of the economy, a second chance on the T side, and oh my god, Forrester definitely had the right to swing into that.
He's getting sharper.
Yeah.
But Icy's omnipresent. Oh, on the reload!
Wow.
Tatsunito just punishing Travis for emptying the entire mag with no support there. Jesus. I mean, that is ballsy from Tatsunito.
He did hear the reload, and he already got the first kill. You know, there's not a 3-player setup on the side of Monster, so a mistake on the reload.
But also some real nerve.
And another free frag because of it.
Krad just walks into it.
Yeah, dude, full credit for making a play like that. If he had given back a trade, right?
Yep.
After getting the advantage and more damage in from Tatsunito. Yeah, it's not just smokes that he misses. The boy can shoot, okay? At least he's handsome, you know what I mean? Not the smartest tool in the shed, but he's got some good looks. Wow. They win it off of his frags. That was Shush-esque, we'll call it. T-side running through that smoke. No one behind even to do the lead-in flash, because he just had an urge. And I think that in Counter-Strike, you do have to trust your instincts sometimes, because there isn't going to be someone around to support you. And it is a game of exceptions, I guess is something that I'll say. There is a textbook way to play the game, but there are exceptions all over the place. And the best players identify when the exceptions are the right decision. And I think that's what's impressive, when people can figure them out in real time. That's what's really sort of makes great plays happen. So
very important.
Credit
Hang on.
Credit to Tatsunito. Just got into overtime. Probably want to be obedient to your IGL. Don't want to break the structure. Did just get a kill, but instead, hey, I can do a little more.
Winning that fight as well to Forrester. That wasn't crosshair placement. That was a nice flick. Hunting down Travis. Hell of a time. In a 0-1 best of 1 in OT to go chasing through a monster smoke.
Wild.
Gotta give credit where it's due. That takes the right kind of crazy.
Yeah. He'll never be reloading in front of that smoke again. That's for sure. Oh man. Again, I mean, we're going to be saying this for the rest of the day, but every game we cast, there's going to be an 0-2 team coming out of it.
Yep.
That's just the most brutal way to start the major. God damn.
Every team starting the event this morning had the dreams of being 2-0.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of these underdogs just shooting for a 1-1, they accept their place. Nobody ever thinks they're the 0-2 team.
Oh!
Nice shot.
Wow. If he had missed that, Icy kills him 100%.
Yep.
The wall bang.
You keep giving Nox some runway, he will start to take off.
I'm not going to mince my words. That's the best, most important player from AMKAL out of the round.
Undeniably. 27 kills deep in this overtime endeavor. Constantly problematic for Apeks on their A-site approach. 2 kills guaranteed, it seemed, every round. And this time, he's in the dirt.
Apeks have really slowed this down. Bomb still dropped back. No decisions being made. Hunting out an extra bit of information. A great nade, actually. Does some damage in exchange for their own.
Skims across the pond.
Oh my god. That
saw them caught by this timing previously, right? That's how they got to OT. STYKO,
oh,
and
that's beautiful.
Sense.
It's all in the name, baby.
Not gonna let him get away. Krad punished. NickelBack, same spot. Does it become predictable? Sense honing in on him. There's also the threat of support from Dumpster or maybe even Bank. Bomb kind of cautious to come and join him.
This is a ruse. It's a honeypot. Come over towards the A site. It doesn't really matter. Sense. Make as much noise as you possibly can. CTs, they have your attention.
Take anybody with you. Oh, this is just icing on the cake. Sense getting that smoke spam frag into the additional kill to NickelBack. And now forcing AMKAL in a 2v4 situation with an abandoned B bomb site to have to swallow their pride and concede it.
This might be a disaster class. 2 T rounds lost in overtime. Back to back.
And these saves make a world of difference, so AMKAL praying they can hang on to these weapons. The bane of their existence, and yet somehow at the same time, their favorite map. Cue up a potential heartbreak again. Forrester hanging on, he's gonna get squeezed, and down he goes.
Yep.
Clean sweep of the CTs. It will be a struggle buy for them in this last one. And a potential 3-0 T-side out of Apeks, who just went an entire regulation by barely getting through.
So you're just watching the major for the first time. They're looking for a CSGO finish of 16 rounds to close it out.
Nice reaction, right? Making sure there's no chance of the CTs coming back into the round. Clearing everybody out of this one, and we're about to see what state their buys in as we jump back into the server.
Goddamn.
Gumption from AMKAL. They've got to make a move. They've got to do something different. They have to make a play. They need a CT round win.
It was that Krad MP9 push on the weak buy that showed us they were thinking, my god, what a surge. Getting better by the round. And the aim, again, is not getting worse. Sausalito aging like wine in this match.
His impact simply surging as this game goes on. Don't judge him on his util. Just watch those first headshots. Killer instinct. And as he's playing with the nades, the boost comes over top. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and AMKAL faced a stark reality. Oh! And you jump.
That's the one.
Into the scope of Nock, he rocks you. That is 2 rounds in overtime, back-to-back, with nothing out of Icy. When they need him most, he falls empty-handed. And finally, NickelBack with a slightly different look on that A site. Down at B, they'll lose one. STYKO dead, Sense response. NickelBack pressing in, trying to hang on for dear life to this 2v2. They've lost the long control, and Sense is wrapping in. Loses the fight. NickelBack, a great multi-kill in a much-needed moment. Nox Tech 9 is swinging for the fences. And we've seen him win a clutch, but this one's not for him. It is AMKAL with a lifeline.
Okay, they needed that, man. They needed 1 round at least here on CT as we round out the first half of overtime. And at least now there's a chance. They've got to work some magic here now that it's their T side. But this round could have been won 3 times over by Apeks. Sense's trade was the easiest one. Great shot from NickelBack. Had to be right on the head, right on that second. Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, Icy, who's been just thriving this entire map, is getting stuffed in overtime, starting to get mad about it.
Oh yeah, because he just has no power when he's dead. Can't stop or control the outcomes anymore.
Contributing round after round until it matters most. Sidelined, and yet still AMKAL come through.
So, what have Apeks learned from CT side? Well, watch out for short boosts. I think that was the big thing that they had. I mean, seriously, if it wasn't for those, like, would AMKAL have gotten any rounds in that first half? Overall, it was mixed buys. It wasn't too many executes that Apeks were worried about. Their setups on CT side were pretty potent. So, well, we've got to change up now. Nothing to do with B here for the T players. Nawwk, does he have the support to get his information and his shots off quickly? He's moved into fighting Icy in the past. They are staged up on long with an op.
And he's lost that duel more often than not, right? Peeking into Icy.
Yes, it's been awkward. And they just don't seem, for some reason, that concerned about it. Now, this is a setup where now they've got someone watching the long cross. It is just too quiet here, though.
Whoa. Smoke fading. Puts one up before it goes. AMKAL. One through. jkaem hits the dink, but there's another one. Oh, he slides through wonderfully. nawwk killing Travis at the same time as jkaem becomes one of them.
Taking the smoke that he lined up right there.
Here's the response. Forrester, a singular kill. Icy waiting for his peak. This entire round will finally be given the chance. He's finally alive in a round of OT, but he's being thwarted by utility. 14 seconds, 3 CTs, and one of them breathing down his back. He's got to move it out. And that missed shot could cost him. Great trade from Tatsunito. Great answer from Apeks early.
Yo, that play from jkaem, you saw the lineup, right, on the smoke. He created a gap for him to stand in so that he could punish anybody running through. And yes, they did come through his smoke, right into his gap, right by him because they weren't aware of that lineup. It's beautiful from jkaem. It's another 2K on the site hold. And it's not the first half, but it looks like it. It's exactly what he was doing before. That one, there was no fighting back against. You just got out-positioned, straight up. Apeks earned that, no luck involved. And now AMKAL, last chance.
All the maps of Overpass, AMKAL, how many times have you faced that smoke gap? Oh, and then Tatsunito using what was used against him to his own advantage, but Icy is hot on the approach. And they go back at it. Oh, he's got himself a second. 2 boosts, 2 kills, and 3 frags from pushing AMKAL to the 0-2 group.
That is a taste of your own medicine if I've ever seen it. All the short boosts coming back in their direction.
No hesitation, from boost to boost, back to back, in with the impact, and Tatsunito's turnaround within this map is something to respect. Chasing Sense to the top of that scoreboard. We've got 2 dedicated over towards the monster. Forrester on the solo approach. AMKAL spread thin, too thin, as Apeks seem to be piercing the veil. AMKAL simply cannot find success on this map, given a chance again. Oh, nawwk shuts it down, and there they go. Apeks denying the loss into the 1-1 group. Take a bow, Tatsunito, as the rebound was real.
Yeah, there goes the Overpass team of all time, getting what they wanted and losing to yet another team here who have qualified to the major. Apeks, who sort of made a decision to bring...